And the vision continues. So he sees the tree, and the Spirit then continues, what does thou desire? And Nephi says, to know the interpretation thereof. Okay, so again, the Spirit, this personal revelation is not just, here is, you immediately, instantly understand everything. It's a process. And the Spirit is not just giving information. The Spirit is giving Nephi an experience. And part of this experience, part of Nephi's ability to continue receiving this revelation in the moment, is the Spirit is leading him to continue pondering while the vision is happening, while this experiencing is happening. So what desirest thou? To know the interpretation thereof. He spoke to me as a man speaketh with another, having a conversation. And then the Spirit said, look. So the Spirit's giving him more visual imagery, but he's letting Nephi ponder on it and come to the conclusions himself. Mm-hmm. So Nephi still has to be prepared in a way to interpret the symbolism and understand what he's being shown. So this is all very important for us, learning how to receive and interpret personal revelation. Because personal revelation, spirit of prophecy, probably very rarely is, here's this exact thing that you completely understand immediately in a snap. A lot of times it's imagery, it's things that you still have to ponder on and get interpretation out of.
Well, we talked about this earlier too, where this idea of being shown the interpretation, it allowed him to have a more complete, a fuller experience related to the truth that was being taught, right? And for us, it's very similar what we have to go through, where it's one thing to hear truth, it's another thing to then take that truth and actually experience it, to be part of it, to be engaged with it, and to receive wisdom from that truth, right? There's a lot of people that hear the gospel, they hear the words of truth, but they don't then take it and engage with it. It's taking it to that next level, really. And that's what the Spirit is seeking to do here with Nephi, is not just to give him the truth, but to allow him to experience, to be a part of it, just to internalize it and to make it part of who he is. And that's where that real wisdom comes from, that real insight that's personal and individual to you. Mm-hmm. And we've got to do that as well. You can't hear a good lesson at church. You can't hear a good message in conference and let it be. You've got to take it then, like we've been talking about in this lesson so far. You've got to take it, start internalizing it, start trying to act upon it in your life, start making it a part of who you are. And that's when those truths will really become powerful and really become part of who you are. And you'll understand yourself and understand that truth better when we engage with it personally and individually.
This is what's so marvelous, but also can be frustrating at times with the gospel, is that so much of it is an individual effort, right? The prophets talk about how salvation it's individual. We each have to come to Christ and come to these things individually. And you can have great revelatory experiences, but how do you adequately share that with other people? And the answer is you can't.
Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.